Good morning, esteemed members of the Yidan Prize community, fellow ministers, researchers, and innovators. I am Sayasat Nurbek, Minister of Science and Higher Education of Kazakhstan. And it is a privilege to share Kazakhstan's commitment to advancing learning at this turning point in education, a time when we are definitively moving from chalkboards to chatbots. The social media caught humanity off guard, eroding values, authority, and truth because we lacked the educational foundation to handle it. Today, as AI becomes ubiquitous, the stakes are much higher. Mere access to this technology is not the solution. It is potential liability. Unless we prioritize AI ethics within our curriculum, we are inviting a disruption far more absolute and damaging than the social media pandemic ever was. We must prepare our citizens not just to use AI, but to use it right. We believe education system is the only platform to instill AI ethics, and we have to start now. Our vision is rooted in transforming Kazakhstan into a regional education hub and securing our future workforce through intensive AI upskilling, or as we call it, the deep skilling. We fought really hard to capture and harness the power of AI. For countries like Kazakhstan, AI, and specifically generative AI, can become that great equalizer to boost productivity, provide new competitive advantage and possibilities. But what we see is that the great promise of AI hasn't been delivered yet. It is still domain of large tech companies and national strategies, or as Chinese expert Dr. Kai-Fu Lee aptly puts, is the AI superpowers rivalry has just begun. We decided we'll start with education system by delivering power of AI to all of our citizens. Kazakhstan is recognized as one of the very first nations in the world to make AI a compulsory subject across national curricula. This approach is fully embedded into AI Sana, our national framework for universal AI literacy and system-wide AI transformation across universities. The main goal of the AI Sana program is to provide all students, and I mean all, with very applied AI agentic skills and AI entrepreneurship skills. All graduates will be able to create their own startups to innovatively solve industry problems or efficiently apply their acquired knowledge in the workplace, contributing to the dissemination of innovation and technological development in their relevant industries. AI Sana is a three-stage talent development pipeline. First stage, every student at university and school level in Kazakhstan has to take compulsory certificate courses developed in partnership with leading tech companies like Google, Huawei, Nvidia, Binance, Meta, OpenAI. We have amended our national curriculum to include generative AI courses and large language models across all majors. In just 8 months of this year, almost 600,000 students already received certificates and trained in developing their own AI agents. Second stage, we select a group of 100,000 students that will move to specialized training, including AI-based programming, machine learning, and crucially, AI entrepreneurship. This course was designed by renowned experts, including Paul Kim, former CTO, Chief Technology Officer at Stanford University Graduate School of Education. It is a very applied framework that allows every student and faculty member identify niches where AI can create or add value. The third and last scaling stage, where we will take the select group of startups or project teams through acceleration and incubation phases, and we'll select at least 1,500 startups for funding, and we're setting up dedicated deep tech funds to seed fund these AI startups coming out of this national funnel. The development of this program is reinforced by advanced infrastructure. This year, we've launched 2 national supercomputers with almost 4 exaflops of combined capacity, making this computer cluster the most powerful computing system in Central Asia. And we also created an academic cluster that includes 4 supercomputers at 4 of our national universities. And all these computing power is available to participants of AI Sana program, and we call this How to Train Your Dragon program. AI Sana is gaining a lot of momentum beyond our expectations, with students developing AI agents across 80 universities, with 211 agents already designed and implemented and almost 400 in pipeline. And we're talking about real-time AI agents designed by students being implemented across universities and across industries. Question number 1, what is the single most important shift in what we're seeing in this new AI-fueled age? The most important shift is the transition from consumers of AI technology to creators and integrators of AI solutions. For AI to advance learning and opportunity, students must be empowered to build the future, not merely operate tools created elsewhere. The single most important shift must be the transition of every student from a passive consumer of existing technology to an active creator of AI solutions. As I said, the great promise of AI hasn't been delivered yet to small and medium enterprises or to individuals. It remains largely the domain of large tech companies. I call this transition to be the hybrid intelligence ecosystem. Currently, the default interaction with AI, chatbots, or agents in education, often driven by students, and it's output focused. The goal is often to generate the final product, an essay, a code block, a translation, as quickly as possible. This bypasses the cognitive struggle where learning actually occurs. The necessary shift is to treat AI as a learning partner instead of asking AI to write this for me. The paradigm shift to think through with me. In this context, AI advances opportunity not by replacing human effort, but by simulating a one-to-one, face-to-face expert tutor for every student. It should question the learner's assumptions, provide feedback on their logic, not just their grammar, and adapt the difficulty of content in real time to push further cognitive development. Why this is the turning point? If we stop at automation, we risk raising a generation that is dependent on machines for basic synthesis, logical reasoning, and abstract thinking. If we achieve augmentation, we unlock human potential by allowing students to learn faster and deeper than ever before. That is why we're democratizing access to the world's most powerful tools. That is why in Kazakhstan we are giving access to the world's most powerful tools. I'm proud to announce that Kazakhstan has just partnered with OpenAI to deploy ChatGPT education across our education system. This makes us the first nation in the region to provide AI literacy at scale. The shift is simple. We are moving from banning these tools to putting GPT-5 and ChatGPT education and advanced reasoning capabilities directly into the hands of every researcher and every student. Question number 2, what does responsible AI adoption look like? Responsible AI adoption prioritizes data protection, privacy, and the use of technology to maximize human capacity. For teachers and tutors, responsible adoption means using tools like ChatGPT education not to replace instruction, but to automate routine administrative tasks, lesson planning, content development, freeing up their time for meaningful interaction and mentorship. Back to teaching. Our implementation of AI agents already results in significant faculty time savings, 70% reduction in workload for AI lecturers. For learners, responsible adoption involves promoting digital literacy and developing a foundational understanding of AI ethics and security. And we're developing tools like AI proctoring, AI check, that help us to ensure fairness and integrity in assessment. And our students are actually designing AI proctoring, AI check tools that help to ensure fairness and integrity in assessment, with AI proctoring leading to 90% reduction in violations and 60% increased trust in test results. Question number 3. What teacher competencies are most critical for the AI age? The most critical competencies for educators in the next 2 to 3 years revolve around digital integration and fostering higher meta skills. AI fluency and integration, I would name it as a first. Teachers must be adept at integrating AI tools into curriculum design and instructional workflows to facilitate data analysis and support academic tasks. And in Kazakhstan, we're addressing this directly through distribution of ChatGPT education licenses to educators. Second would be tailored education delivery. The most critical competency is using AI tools to deliver personalized education tailored to the individual interests, preferences, and critically, the unique learning speed of every student. That was the millennia-old dream all the academic community had. This solves the fundamental classroom problem where teachers often focus only on the majority, leaving both fast and slow learners behind. A facilitation of human-centric skills would be the third. As AI handles routine cognitive tasks, educators must shift to developing skills where human interaction is irreplaceable, such as creativity, emotional intelligence, leadership, and ethical reasoning. And fourth would be adaptive assessment. Educators must be competent in implementing adaptive testing and AI-based assessment tools to evaluate competencies. Question number 4. What global collaborations or standards could close equity gaps? Well, global collaborations must focus on establishing mechanisms that ensure broad access to high-quality educational resources and advanced computing infrastructure, particularly in developing regions. So, shared computing power would be a key component. Equity requires providing access to powerful research infrastructure. In Kazakhstan, we have our national supercomputer, actually 2 of them, serving as a shared national resource for research and development, providing a global benchmark for infrastructure equity in Central Asia. We have launched several very successful, as we call them, business-to-nation, B2N projects. Our partnership with Coursera serves as a successful standard for closing knowledge gap by integrating over 11,000 online courses from best universities into over 6,000 university disciplines in Kazakhstan. We have translated over 4,000 best courses and made them available to all students in Kazakhstan. So if a student in Kazakhstan chooses Coursera courses as their elective and he gets the certificate, we give him a credit. So there's a credit transfer mechanism attached to it, make it a very interesting project with 2.5 million hours of online training in just 2.5 years. We've over 500,000 certificates obtained by thousands and thousands of our students. And finally, exporting educational innovation. As Kazakhstan transforms into a regional education hub, our success in making AI foundational and compulsory at national level policy, only adopted by a few nations, we can serve as an implementation model for other countries in the Global South and Central Asia. Question number 5 and final one, what measurable outcomes should the world achieve by 2028? I'd say a 50% increase in the global youth population actively engaged in creating and deploying localized open source AI solutions, AI agents. We're moving to agentic age of AI for sustainable development goals. In Kazakhstan, that is precisely what the AI Sana program is designed to achieve. converting widespread AI literacy into actual economic value. Kazakhstan is harnessing the raw power of AI to transform education from a bottleneck into a technology springboard for individual, national, and regional growth. Kazakhstan is ready to contribute its experience as we navigate this transformative age in education. Together, let us build an educational landscape where every learner, regardless of geography, has the tools, the confidence, and the opportunity to shape the future. Thank you, and it is a great privilege to be with you today.